Morning with Max. Hey folks, good morning and welcome to another Morning with Max, or afternoon, or good evening, or wherever you may be. If you don't know me, I'm Max Porter. I'm the writer, editor, lore keeper, board game designer, stream runner, various other things here at Steady State Entertainment, where we are working on the MMORPG Camelot Unchained. Huzzah, Sivius. Good morning, Valdi. Kicking off another week of development here at CSE. Tyler and I will probably be working on the schedule today or tomorrow, so keep your eye out for that. But in the meantime, this is the link to the schedule, including the schedule for last week, where we had a bunch of streams. Good morning, Periander. Valdi, looks like it's quiet there this morning. It's sort of quiet over here. There's some people in the conference room at the other end of the, way down that a ways a bit. We're having a morning meeting in the conference room, but yes, let's see. Back on Friday, we had Morning with Max in the morning. We had the end of week wrap up and Q&A with Tyler and Tim, TNT. And they took a bunch of questions, and we had a lively time. Lots of laughter reading the highlights of the week. Back on Thursday, we had an office stream in the morning. We had programming with AJ. He was working on skill bar and skill button UI, and he went extra time as usual. So that was a cool stream with AJ. Back on Wednesday, we had Environment Art with Dion. She was working on boats. I think she was working on maybe materials or something on the Arthurian boat. Back on Tuesday, we had an office stream in the morning and NPC clothing materials with John in the afternoon. I think he was working on... It was in the update as well that we published on Friday. And of course on Thursday, I should mention that last week we we published the monthly newsletter. I put that out with articles and all that good stuff, lore. Just remembering what happened last week. NPC clothing materials was on Tuesday, and then back on Monday we had Morning with Max and an afternoon office stream, which is probably what we will be doing this afternoon. Fire alarm. I think that was a test. Tyler just checked his email. We are not on fire. Yes, that was a building's test of the fire alarm system. That was intense. Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry, because I wanted to make sure.
That's not quiet anymore, as Valdi points out. Yeah. Whew. I feel like I don't need my coffee anymore. Just some water. Right. The adrenaline's pumping. But yeah, Tyler just checked his email. I think he has an email from the building manager people. That's quite a wake-up alarm. Hello there, Billy Payne. Just another Monday morning with a fire alarm drill. Oh, there it goes again. You couldn't hear it, but Michelle walked by and said, "Oh, this is going to be a fun day." Pwog, so it's all the data saved off-site now. I don't know. You could ask that question of a programmer, perhaps. Valdi, I need to watch the VOD of this stream to get a screenshot of your face when the alarm went off. Oh boy. Ludoween, well, I'm about to restart thanks to Windows Update, so I'll get to miss the next alarm. See you, Ludoween. Periander, how is one supposed to sneak watching at work when all of these loud noises are coming through? Sorry, I try to mute it when it goes off, but so as not to blow out your eardrums as well as mine. We're only 7 minutes in, and this is already one of the very exciting morning with Maxis. You're welcome, Periander. One thing I forgot to mention is in the schedule, all of the streams are linked, except I haven't gotten to the end of week wrap-up one yet. But you don't have to go searching through the Twitch channel or YouTube channel from us to find our videos and link them in the schedule. And I'll do that end of week wrap-up one. Oh, probably right after stand-ups after this. Periander, is the office combating any illnesses this week? Saw a few people called out here today. Your office, you mean? Here, I think we're mostly here. There might be one or two people sick. Like, I don't see JB at his chair there. But I think he might be the only one right now. Not sure. Illness? I don't know what's going on there. Oh, you're putting in quotes. Gotcha. Chris Dwayne, good morning to you on the YouTube chat there. Pwog, to a poll of the office, what's the best Christmas or holiday song of all time? We do have this amazing elf hat that, oh yeah, there it is. Thing that, well, if you turn it on, the hat shakes back and forth and sings a Christmas song. So I think that would go in the most horrifying category. But you'll probably see Andrew or Mark or somebody wearing it at some point soon. Ludwig, I'm back. Did I miss another alarm? No, I think there were just the 2 instances so far. Get that adrenaline pumping. Oh good, I wouldn't want to miss an opportunity to damage my eardrums. Yeah, well, sorry about that. I assure you it was quite loud in here. Towards gaming, status on the beta. Well, we are currently in the tail end of alpha, working toward the first phase of beta, called Beta 1, as hard as we can. We're putting out lots of information about our progress. We just came out with the monthly newsletter last week. We put out an update, and we do highlights of the progress and take questions pretty much every Friday right now. So there's lots of information, but at least that's the basic status towards gaming. Hopefully that answers your question. We could tell, says Ludwig, that it was loud. Yeah, well, Valdi is threatening to get a screenshot of my face when the alarm went off, so I don't know what that's going to look like. Helzik, if you want a status on beta, look at the weekly updates, top 10-ish items, and compare them to the incomplete items from the user stories. That is one way to look at it. Awesome towards gaming. Cyvius, how's the board game coming? Have you played recently? Well, it depends how you define recently. I haven't played for 2 weeks because I was working on lore and stuff for the newsletter and all that kind of thing. But now that that's been published, and I've got a couple days before I need to work on some lore for December, I will be working on the board game some more, and it is coming along real well. When last I played with it a couple weeks ago, it was feeling really smooth and really good. Even with my you know, scribbled art and designer style cards. Ludwig, without spoiling the topic, are there any previously unpublished lore stories in the works? I don't quite understand the question, Halloween. What do you mean previously unpublished lore stories? I mean, the Stormrider's story is previously unpublished. If you, it's, you know, based on the document that Mark originally wrote, and, you know, it's based on Mark's vision for the Stormriders, etc. But this lore story is has not been published. It is not a rewrite at all. Cyvius, neat, thanks. Any plans of streaming a session again? It's been forever. It has not been that long, Cyvius, I promise you. If you check the YouTube channel, there's a playlist of all the board game playtest streams. The last one, I think, was 3 weeks ago. And it was with, I think, Rob and Dave. Ludwig, I thought I recalled reading a Stormrider Becoming before. You recall not a Stormrider Becoming exactly. Well, I mean, it was called a Stormrider Becoming, but it was really just a description of the Stormrider culture and their caste system, and what they look like, with the gems in their foreheads. Really more of a I mean, we called it a Becoming because, you know, that's what Mark had, but it was really more of a vision document or description of them than it was really a story. What I am writing now is a story, which will incorporate all of those things. Pwog, will there be any books on Audible of the game? Do you mean will we do audiobooks of the lore? Maybe, that'd be fun. Or do you mean will they be in the game somehow? I don't know.
Okay, but thank you for restocking them. No worries.
Elzek, so what's the deal with King Arthur being married to a magically altered cat?
I'm out at 5 today.
Well, that's who Gwenhwyvar is.
Yeah, random jolts of
Is he married? Asks Slotoween. All I can say is, read the lore. Read the lore. Particularly Strike? What was that? Strike, MJ was behind you, Max. Oh. Ludwig, you missed Periander's question just before mine about the unpublished stuff. Oh, I just got so excited about answering that question. Periander, have you heard from Jen recently? You mean Genesee? No, not recently. Last I heard, she was doing good. No big deal, says Periander. Well, answered it anyway. Towards gaming. At your current stage of development of the game, how playable or unplayable is the game? That's a good question. And it's one that I'm excited to answer because it's kind of hitting that point where it's really playable again. Which is really, really exciting. We've been testing some stuff for Saturday Night Sieges, which I can link you to the Beta 1 document and various other places where it's been described. But the very early kind of form of that we're calling like deathmatch scenarios. Oh, was he talking about the board game? I think Towards Gaming was asking about Camelot Unchained. But part of that has been, you know, just a lot of the things coming together after a lot of CU, that's what I thought. A lot of work by the programmers and everybody on the team. It's really coming together, and gameplay stuff is being worked on, and it's starting to feel like a game again. And we keep saying that, but it really is true. Periander, do you get to join in on the internal tests? Yeah. If so, what is your favorite class to play of the ones available so far? It kind of shifts depending on, as bugs get fixed and things get ironed out or added. But last time I really had a lot of fun playing a stone healer for the Vikings. Strike JK, will the dev team have more time for other projects after the hit of Beta 1? An update for Cube, maybe? Or hanging those pictures on the wall? Well, at least I can hang the pictures on the wall. I don't know about other projects after the hit of Beta 1. Update for Cube, that would be a good question for Mark. Yeah, that's right, Ludoween. There's 2 now. Yes, well, thanks to John, who decided to troll the stream. When people were complaining about us not hanging up one picture, he added the other one. Coder solution. Ludoween. Wait, you mean that's not just the picture waiting area? I guess it's one of them. You could say we have another one over there. Helzek, I'm already pretty sure Cube improvements will come after Beta 1 hits at some point. What I want to know is, when are we going to finalize the races? That would be another good question for Mark. Strike JK. If we send enough pictures, at some point we extend the wall. Real life cube. Oh, I got you. Lotoween says over there is a more general storage area. Yeah, I guess that's true. Strike JK, why is there a couch behind you? I never see people on it. Oh, you see them occasionally. Sometimes Andrew comes and sits behind me and tries to psych me out during gauntlets of death and stuff like that. I mean, gauntlet of death. We also did, what stream did we do over there? We did Bring Out Your Devs stream on that couch, and some other things. Ludween, so how was your weekend? I may have missed it during my update. No, you didn't miss it. I had a good, quiet weekend. You know, did some stuff around the apartment. Did some dungeon mastery things. Ran a session of my Pathfinder campaign and finished my cave terrain. My wife calls them my trash statues. And I would not say that was inaccurate. Halloween, got my Christmas tree a bit late for me. Strike, are you all excited for Christmas? I'm excited for my birthday, which is on Christmas. Yes, that is correct, Sivius. But what's a good D&D session without some cave terrain? That's right, Strike.
The reptile show in Manassas on Saturday if you need any of those.
Yes, because you know from yeah, she's a wisdom kind of girl.
All right. Well, it is about time for me to wrap up this morning with Max. So thank you all very, very much for joining me. It's been very fun chatting with you and answering your questions as best I can, or as best I could. I will see you later. Probably turn the cameras on this afternoon for an office stream, but I'll announce it on Discord if somebody wants to jump on and do their own stream instead. You're welcome. Thank you again for joining me. See you later. Bye-bye, and have a good one.
No, I'd love to do like a little like cartoon inspired.
Morning with Max.